Brayshaw takes a beauty.
That's it. I'm growing a beard this week.
Thank you. Time back on. That's Ruffcraft, big boy.
And we're off. Gus and Gawny, episode...
Lost count.
No, I think it's 26.
Episode
Could be
26.
27.
Potentially 27.
As we know from Spotify, everyone knows who the guest is already.
Yep. So
it
I'll
says it in
introduce
the
the
title.
guest before coming out with some positive Linger stuff this week.
We did
as opposed to
last week. We sort of allowed the guest to be part of the show for majority of it. It seemed to work with Ryan Shelton.
Yeah.
So we've gone even bigger this week.
We've gone Clayton Oliver. Hey, Class.
Thanks, guys. Stoked to be on board.
You've heard good things.
Yes, very good things. Yeah,
You're now the 28th friend of the podcast. How does that make you feel?
I'm very honoured to be on board. So, yeah, good.
Would you want positive Lingers, hashtag positive Lingers keep cup?
Yes, I would.
Yep. Okay, we can make
jot
that
you down
happen.
for a number.
Yeah.
What's your favourite number?
13 probably.
3.
3.
3.
Jeez, well, we can't give you
Jeez,
3.
he's gone high. Well, we got
We can't just
one.
give him 3, can we?
Well, we can see. I mean,
Isn't Gibbo 3?
He's got a 7 after his, though, doesn't he? 3-7. Anyway.
I'll put you down for 3.
Inevitable, I guess, Max, that we'd do one of these after a loss, and it feels a bit different.
Well, we did one after Western Bulldogs JLT, I'm pretty sure,
Yeah.
which was a loss.
Geez, okay. Well, sure.
For those watching on YouTube, we have blackouts every 10 minutes in this room. Obviously, for those listening to the podcast, they did not just see the blackout, but there was a blackout just then. We lost.
We lost, and only by a point. But I think doesn't really matter. We still don't get the 4 points. A few takeaways from the game. Do you want to go over any or?
I dare say for the neutral viewer, would have been a relatively good game to watch.
Yeah, sure. It was a high scoring, relatively.
And it was close the whole way. Saw one of the best midfield games.
Clary's kicking goals out of nowhere.
What's with Adelaide Oval?
You love it, don't you?
A couple of lucky shots out there. Tried to center 2 of them.
Lucky.
One of them bounced through and the other one went through, floated through. So.
The one in 2018.
Yeah, the check side?
The check side. That wasn't lucky.
But you meant to do that. Well, you meant to do that. Sorry, you looked at the goals and you said, yeah, I'm going to have a shot.
I wish I did, but I didn't.
Really?
The only one I meant was against North.
This week was luck. That was a floater.
Both of them were, yeah.
Not the snap. The snap was...
That was a pass.
Snap was pure.
That was a pure pass.
Yeah, we let them score too much.
We played their game.
Is that the highest score we've conceded this year?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, has to be.
Yeah, so obviously not ideal. We back ourselves in our defence.
That's what the base of our game.
Yes.
And the base of our podcast, because let's be honest, I assume, and I hope I'm proved wrong by our faithful listeners, but I think there's a strong correlation to us winning and getting more listeners.
Yep.
Would you say?
I'd say there's a correlation.
So let's see how this week goes. I guess we'll come back and report next week, but we've got to bounce back. That's a good thing about 6-day breaks is that you don't get a lot of time to feel down on yourself. You got to
Friday night footy
Friday night footy. You jump back on the horse
in front of a big, not so big crowd.
Well, again, for context, we're sort of listening. We're doing
What
this
day?
podcast.
What day
It's
is it?
Tuesday, 25th of May. Started about 11:30.
Which is usually around the Dan Andrews presser from memory. Is around 11.
Good that you've brought that up because there's just been I'm pretty sure, a COVID announcement saying that we're not going to have any fans at the game this weekend. Good rope's not sure, but
That's speculation, Angus, because that has not been said.
all right. Well, let's
As of
we'll save it
11:30.
for the news, huh? How about that?
Save for the news.
what's his
But
name?
COVID's back.
COVID's back. 4
COVID's
people got
back.
cases.
Yeah, face
So a bit of
mask.
not a great week for us, really, is it?
Clary's trying to work out how to get back to Echuca. Yeah, but we had a win. The VFL team,
Yes.
got a hold of Sydney Swans. A star-studded Sydney Swans. Did you know Louis Taylor, Sam Gray, Caden Brand, Sam Naismith,
Cam
Callum Sinclair. Cam or Callum?
Callum Sinclair.
Callum Sinclair. There's 5 players that are all over the age of 27 have played numerous amount of games. We're all out there on the weekend.
Where'd you get that stat from? All over the age of 27.
I've run with it, and I don't reckon Louis Taylor's over 27.
Well, he could be. He's probably not.
He's your age, isn't
He's a
he?
year above me.
And how old are you?
25.
Oh, jeez, I'm not far off.
Yeah, but you went strong with it. I thought that's like a stat you saw on the VFL.
He'd be the youngest of the lot. Sinclair's 32.
Okay, so are you sure about that too?
Yes, he's born in 89.
Okay.
Do the maths quickly.
It is, depending on his birthday, 32. But,
Strong performances from Big Madge,
yes.
duking them everywhere. Duck Brown, 2 goals, 5.
Oof.
He had shots on goal. That's all that matters.
Yeah,
but
well,
the two standouts were Jake Horse Bowser and Jay Lockhart and Oscar Baker. 3 standouts.
3 standouts.
All right, that's footy. Footy's done.
Beautiful.
Although, I mean, we do have the best football player in the competition, so we probably should talk a little bit more about football at some point. But
So you said that about track as well.
no, I didn't. We haven't had track on.
I'm sure you said that about track.
We haven't had track on. When did I say it about track?
Understood. So, Clary, you've just bought a house, and you've had a great start to the season. So,
St George's Road.
St George's Road, Toorak, everything's looking up for you.
Yeah, got a nice little house in just off. What do you say? St George's.
St George's is in Toorak.
Yeah, no, definitely not there.
You're not in Toorak. Where are you?
Fortunately not. I think Jack's behind there though.
Jack. Oh, track. Jack did though.
Did he? He's in Toorak.
Nah, Jack Viney has
Hawthorn.
the best house in Hawthorn. He's
Quite a nice house. No, I got one in Camwell, so just he's off Toorak Road and
God's
Damn well.
country.
near Weirdo, so
pop into East End Wine Bar.
I will.
Yeah.
Yes, very, very good place there.
They're a friend of ours, and so is Guido.
Yeah.
Guido's a friend
Huge
of the podcast.
ours.
Massive
And
friend of Ben
he's
Gibson.
Super attractive.
He is super attractive.
He's hot.
How do you feel? So you were drafted with Weeds.
Yeah, I was a bit disappointed to be drafted.
So being in the same photo as him, is that?
Yeah, disappointing.
Yeah.
See, I reckon he's that good looking. It drags everyone's average up.
Oh, you reckon it's the?
He's-
No,
it's got-
I think it's the other way. I reckon
gone for
Clary
the-
stood out like dog's balls.
He's going for a rugged look at the moment. No, he's not too hot anymore. I think he's just the right amount of sexy.
He's big at the moment.
He comes to win the morning. He wins the morning, and so does Tommy Mack every week.
Yeah.
So
Today.
that
Are
means
you in over your head with that?
Nah. Well, we're 9-0.
We're not.
We're 9-1. We haven't had this good a start since 1955. And what's changed this
For
year?
those that haven't listened the whole way through, I'm sure we mentioned it at some point that Angus doesn't win the morning, win the day, body circuit, upper body circuit,
Yeah, abs.
conditioning, abs.
It's an abstravaganza.
Midweek, normally the Tuesday, around
Yeah.
7:30 in the morning, get in early.
Get in early and just do a little bit extra. You win the morning, and
And for a
therefore win the
while
rest
there
of
was just you and Luke Jackson.
it. Yep, but that's all right. You
But
have
the numbers have increased to about 12.
famine.
today.
Sometimes you feast, sometimes you famine, and we feasted this morning. We had a good turnout. And,
He's big, Sammy Weeds.
Oh, he shifts on. But
He
it's,
eats it.
You've come to a few.
He was there this morning.
Yeah, you've come to a few. When's the last? You've come over the last 3 or 4?
Yeah, I missed two.
Yeah, that's good.
Would he be our biggest eater? Weeds.
Tommy Mack
Tommy Macbomb.
and volume and meat.
You know, Tommy Mack wore a hat to training yesterday saying, world's best barbecue dad.
Because he feeds his daughter 200 grams of steak.
Who makes a hat like that? World's best barbecue
I saw
dad.
Ben Brown wearing on saying world's worst barbecue dad.
Oh, have you seen? Oh, jeez. You can put tofu on a barbecue, can't you? Have you seen Ben Brown's trackies?
I love him.
Yeah, I like him too.
You a fan of them?
Big fan.
So for those at home, it's
Like the rip-away
it's
flares.
Asics rip-away trackies that have a zip all the way up to his hip, but he wears them constantly undone.
yeah.
With Asics runners.
Yeah, they're like little cowboy like flares at the
I
bottom.
can see they're efficient. If you get hot, you can unzip them, but I can
great
see what they were thinking Asics back in 1992
Yeah.
to make
They're
them.
retro. They're definitely retro. So look,
I'd like to see a Weeds v Tommy Mack eating contest. I reckon Weeds could consume more.
could be some content for the podcast one week.
Yeah.
Alan McDonald.
Yeah, Bella could win that actually. Have we talked? Do you know if Jace Lever's yours or not?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, he looks a
Me and
lot
Nate
like
Max,
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, not just the red hair. It's like a little bit of the face and the.
You reckon?
Yeah, the white skin.
There's a bit
white
to it.
skin
Let's see
gives
how he
it away.
grows up.
Yep.
You've had a great start to the season.
Yes, you have.
How did
Are
you
you
change
winning something? The coaches' votes?
Coaches Association?
Coaches Association votes. I've won that 2018.
Did.
Good year.
Yeah, got it off your old man.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Yeah, he gave me a call, Sticks. He goes, "Hey Max, Sticks here. I don't know a Sticks from a no number. Like I
all
thought it would have been like Angus's dad or something like that, but no, Sticks.
Sticks.
Stixie.
Yeah, what'd you say?
Great man.
I said, hey Sticks.
Anyway, so that's a terrible tangent we just went
Sorry.
on. But you've had an unreal start. Talk us through your pre-season, your mindset, like what's shifted.
Just had to sit down with Goody and basically been about becoming a better teammate and just, playing for the team a bit more. So, obviously the team's flying at the moment, so everyone's playing well. So it's probably it's another cog in the machine. It's just easy to be a part of and win lots of games, which makes it even better.
Did you know you were on a heater?
On the weekend?
Yeah.
Nah.
Like around 3/4 time, did you know that you were doing some special stuff?
You were close to joining the 37-3 club.
Close. I didn't think that. My first half was pretty average.
Or is it now a 38-3 club?
Well, that's
Yeah, you were out of the club.
I'm out of the club, but we are both a part of the 37-3 club.
Okay.
But you've got a new club now.
No, I didn't actually. I didn't realise that. But
I know when I've marked a couple that I'm feeling pretty good.
You're very on the weekend. You always.
Yeah, I marked a couple, dropped a couple as well. Dropped a crucial one, unfortunately.
I've seen that.
Yeah, well, it's funny how you've been killing it. How when like your team, like you focus on the team, when the team goes well, like everyone sort of gets a lick of the ice cream. You've been unreal though. I think
Our boy popped up for 27 and 2.
didn't he just?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll mention
Do
it.
you know where those disposals come from?
Yeah,
on the
it's
other
'cause
wing. It seems like one wing always has 30 touches and the other wing has 20.
We actually got it was a better balance. This would probably have been the best balanced week, but
Yeah.
I think he honestly, and this is the truth about Lingers, he's so much fitter than everyone else on our team. We've got for those who obviously there will be a lot of people who aren't playing football for the Melbourne Football Club who listen. We get sent a running sheet after about how far we run, and Lingers' high speed is like triple, double.
No one's even close to him. He's clear one every single
so
time.
that's
There's a
how-
fun little battle at the bottom.
Yeah, me.
Gawny, Oliver, May, Lever, Petty. It's a fun little battle. Tracker.
No, Track's been moving up.
What's he doing? What's he
top half.
thinking?
He's top half.
What's he thinking?
I know.
He's playing a bit of game time though, isn't he?
He plays.
So he stays out
And
of
he
the ground.
runs. He runs very hard.
So what thoughts on Lingers? So we just segued a little bit. But
love
you've how long have we known Lingers for? 2 years?
Yeah.
I've
You've
known him for a
known
bit
him for
longer.
obviously a long time.
You've got a follow from him, and I still haven't.
You've
which
not
I-
been followed by
So
Lingers.
I sent him an Instagram message, and I hadn't opened it for about a day and a half, and I was wondering why I hadn't opened it, and I sent him another
way.
photo, and I don't know why I checked his following and I didn't pop up on there. So
You know what he told me the other day?
Go on.
We went for the coffee day of the game. Myself, Ed, and Jake Lever.
Yep.
And
That's a terrible crew.
And he said that I'm thinking about getting my Instagram back up and going. He's Eddie Langdon one, not the other one that we almost
Eddie's
leaked.
pics.
Eddie's
film.
one that I was
and
allowed to see.
which is phenomenal. He hasn't posted since he's been in Melbourne. I'm sitting there going, "Oh, why is that?" He goes, "It might help me in my future life." I'm like, "What's he trying to be? An influencer? He wants to be a model."
Did you pursue it?
No, he just sort of just said that with whatever I want to do, I might need it, and I'm
Well,
like,
hey.
I don't. From what he's telling us, if he's going to go camp in Venezuela, I don't think he needs it. I don't think he needs it there.
No, look, he probably doesn't. What I would say to Lingers, if you're listening, you want to help
follow.
improve your profile.
He listens.
You want to improve your profile, mate. This is the first stop here.
Yeah.
And I tell you, who else? Harmsy hadn't been followed back either.
Tartar's been
Tartar?
hammering for weeks.
So I reckon we've got a good track record of implementing change on
haven't
the
checked.
Lingers front.
He follows you.
He does.
He follows me
You,
too, which
Track.
obviously.
Joshy Wagner's in there.
Yep.
There's about 6 or 7 of us, but most of them are Freo boys.
Tangent. Do you guys miss each other from? Did you live together in the famous Vander's house?
And at Green
Green
Parade.
What's Green Parade? Fill me in.
Dixie's joint.
Oh, were you there? We were at Stix's joint for a bit.
Yeah, we've got a great legacy of churning out Melbourne footballers. We've you, Dogger, Trent,
Cosy.
Cos, me,
Misha.
Hamish and Andrew.
They're not Melbourne footballers,
but
Will.
Wilbur's he's a bit off it, but look, it's crazy. I remember it's funny. You and Vanders always made me laugh.
It was an interesting housemate relationship, that one.
Those two, and they were the room to cross each other.
So you live your life on what's it called, on like a knife's edge? Is that the saying?
Depends on what you're trying. Yeah,
Yeah, on like a knife's edge
is
where
the saying.
Vanders never lets it get to knife's edge.
Vanders is, I'm almost certain, has a compulsive disorder where everything is very like right angles and like the pens are all lined up, and so I think,
So Clary's a bit like me. If he let's say I cook spag bowl, I don't necessarily want to wash that pan till I've finished eating my spag bowl. Where Vanders washes the pan while the spag bowls are still in there.
So that's a good way to put it. So I mean, how have you found not living with Vanders?
Not cleaning spag bowl straight away. Fun.
Well, lucky I've got my girlfriend Soph.
Are you living with Soph? Just one out?
No, we've got a housemate.
Yeah, girl or boy?
Or a girl, 2
Oh,
housemates.
jeez. You struggled with that answer.
Yeah, sorry, there's 2 of them.
Yep.
It was originally just Hannah and Soph in there, but then me and Hannah's boyfriend moved in. So
Yep.
yeah, but Soph does a lot of cooking and
Are you close?
yeah, we're pretty tight. We played Murray Bull trainers together as under 18s.
I thought you were asking if you and Soph were close. And
That's
I'd
going
hope
down
so.
on one knee.
Oh, I thought about. Oh no,
Take the question, interpret it however you want.
No, I don't think so.
Don't think so. That's not the worst news. I mean,
not
we-
next couple of years. I'm only
And-
20.
well, no, because
I'm
I
only
want to go
23.
you first.
Yeah, I was thinking about.
Well,
There's plenty.
2-year anniversary.
Yeah, last
And we speak about moving in with girlfriends. Has it happened yet?
Hasn't happened.
So what news did I get? I got told she was moving in.
got
real bad
And then
mail.
she's listened to the podcast and heard you laugh about it. And I reckon she's then gone, no, I'm not going to move in.
Well, I would potentially move in if I had the sort of news that you've got to tell
I don't just deflect.
podcast.
What, you almost told her 4 weeks ago.
I know I did. Can we just say, but for the record, Daniel and I are not moving in at this stage. But yes, we had a 2-year anniversary last night. Went to a beautiful steakhouse.
What was it called? Sorry.
Angus and Bon, AC/DC guitarist and singer Angus Young Bon Johnson.
Good steak.
Unreal steak. Bon Scott, sorry, Brian Johnson's.
Porterhouse.
Yeah, at a porterhouse. Bit of salad. Great night. Had a great time. But
Jeez, I miss Porterhouse.
rewind 4 weeks.
Sorry.
And we were talking to Nath Jones.
Yep.
And
He's having twins.
he's talking about twins. And in this moment, I was like, oh, Max. Because he just told us earlier that day some news related to kids, and I was
Very
about to
excited.
drop it. And then you gave me the eyes, and I pulled back. I didn't break it. But
Yes.
Wow.
Jess is pregnant, 17 weeks.
Very exciting.
Which lands us to around Cup Day.
that's going to be a tough one for you.
Which is a dilemma because Cup Day tends to be the best day in the birdcage.
Yeah.
Very fun.
You're going to call your kid Winks or Farlap or...
Well, I was telling this exact story. I said, "Oh, it's Cup Day. If I'm up in the quaddie, I might not go and like somewhere." And everyone was laughing, and they go, "Oh, my uncle was the same. He had his kid on Cup Day, and he called his kid efficient." I'm like, he did not. He did not. There is not a kid out there right now whose name is efficient.
There's a kid listening whose name's Efficient.
Can he call in? Can he call in, please?
We'd love to chat.
He can have the number 1 keep cup.
Yeah.
We'll give it to Efficient.
So I'm not sure who the favourite is. If it's I couldn't even think of a horse that's going to run in the Melbourne Cup.
I think it's
Almandon, Green Moon,
Maccabi Diva.
Maccabi Diva. Well, Diva's not a bad name.
Diva.
Well, I'm not going to.
Are you finding out?
No, Jess wants it to be a surprise.
So let's
which doesn't.
let's compromise
well,
and do what Jess wants.
I think it's a surprise no matter when you get told. It's still a surprise when the doctor gives you a ring and says, "Oh, it's a boy," isn't it? Yeah, it wasn't. I just felt. Yeah, you find out before you start buying all gender neutral stuff. Yeah,
Have you got a list of names? Are you working on the name list?
we've got a couple each side. Angus and Clayton don't.
How about Gus?
No, Gus doesn't make it. Klaz doesn't make it.
What about? Sorry, I'm just guessing.
If you guess one and it's right, and I say, "Oh, it's on the list," I would be quite embarrassing myself that I did.
You're gonna go the junior route, Max Junior.
No, that didn't
Maxine.
work well for someone we know.
Maxine works as well.
Maxine does work well, which is good. Max or Maxine. No, we got a 2 or 3 each way.
Each way.
One name's a co-name.
Yeah,
Co-ed.
works for both sexes.
Works for both sexes.
Like a Sam
Like Bobby,
or Bobby.
but Nathan Jones has Bobby. But that's spelt. It's spelt with a Y if it's a boy, I if it's a girl, or something. Oh no I just I. Anyway, boring.
Oh, it's not
Tangent.
boring, mate. You're having a kid. You're taking a step into the next, phase of your life. I think it's incredible.
Boring. I was going to continue on about my kid. Yeah, for sure. Jess put up a post the other night.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, she put up a solo post.
What about the one with you and your work clothes?
It was phenomenal. Like, it's a big moment for the family.
To know.
You are a family.
Jess, myself,
went solo, went rogue.
Charlie, who hasn't even been mentioned yet, and obviously the newborn. And Jess has just done a post of herself in a dress in Queensland. I'm not even in the same state.
That is.
So I was thinking about going rogue.
Did you give her feedback?
I was thinking about going rogue myself and putting up a post last night of just me, with like the pregnancy stick saying, "I'm expecting." and then if you flip it to the next photo, it's Jess in her work clothes.
You should have.
Because that's what she did with
Missed
me.
opportunity there. The old you would have done it.
No, but it is exciting. It's glad to finally get it out there. We still got, there's so many important scans. You have a 12-week scan, and apparently that's the good scan, and then they go, "Oh, get ready for the 20-week scan," and then
That's in 20.
that's 20. And then so it's like a little hurdle, every little step. So I can only imagine what Nathan's going through with twins. He used to go in weekly, I think, for his scans. So Yeah, that's exciting.
I'm excited for you, mate. The podcast family's growing by one. Friend of ours.
Already?
Your kid.
That's exciting.
Yeah, so I've checked it with the higher-ups and we've cleared that one, so congrats.
Thank you. Where are we going to next? Oh, you got hit by Tex.
Yeah.
What happened?
No, I handballed the ball off and then just dumped me, which was pretty flat. And then he pushed me in the back and called me a flop, and I was like, oh.
Is he getting weeks for it?
I tried to get vocal with Tex because
Track did too.
Tex last year punched me in the back of the head and got a $2,000 fine.
Good.
I was going back with a flight and he came in late and punched me in the head. So I knew I remember that.
Sure. Clearly.
And the first forward 50 stoppage, I sit out of forward 50 stoppages. I went to Tex and I gave him a little push and called him a couple of words I probably can't say here. And
Well, you say him or not, we're a one-take podcast. So.
told him what I think about him. And,
Sure.
And then I said, are you going to hit me when I'm not looking and got my back face to you again, you dog?
Yep.
And he goes, best $2,000 I ever spent. so he won that little battle.
And then the main battle as well.
And then Track was getting vocal in the middle with Riley O'Brien and accused him of playing netball.
Yeah, obstruction.
He called him for obstruction or something, didn't he?
Contact. Quite funny, actually.
Track's someone who, when we get him on, he says something and then he wants to make sure it's okay.
Is that okay?
So for the second half, he kept coming up to me and Clara going, "You reckon that was okay? What I said to Riley O'Brien?" I'm like, I forgot what you said, mate. I'm sure he has as well.
Bless him.
It was good though.
So he got $2,000 for it.
$2,000.
Yeah, you got a little fine.
Good.
Yeah.
Did it hurt?
$2,000. He's the second best $2,000 he's
I
ever
hurt my
seen.
shoulder actually.
Did you?
Yeah,
But your shoulders are pretty sore.
Your shoulders are nowhere.
Yeah, that was pretty sore anyway. So
Yeah.
yeah, you're up.
Doggies this week.
Doggies this week. Yeah, in hot form. I'm excited. Are you excited?
I'm very excited. I've never really been involved in a top of the table clash. Maybe if two teams were 1-0,
Yeah.
I potentially was involved in that. But no, they're playing some seriously good footy. Clary's mate's not out there, is he?
Vander.
Vandermeer. To talk to me about the friendship. What's the?
Both from Maribna, so
Have to be mate, send, don't you?
yeah, small town.
How many people in Maribna?
2. Him and Fernandez.
A couple thousand, maybe 6,
6,000.
10. I don't know.
6 or 10. That's a big gap.
I don't know. That's a lot. Shepard's about 40 though, I think.
Yeah.
Sheps. Yeah.
Shepparton's 5 to 400. Yep.
Yeah. I think so.
What's his full name? Someone Vandermeer.
Leif Vandermeer.
Leif
So
Vandermeer.
he's got knee surgery actually. So he's got
No good.
arthroscope or something on his knee. So he's out for the next couple of weeks. So he's not playing unfortunately. So
That's right.
we've got Mitchie Hannon out there today.
Yeah,
Big
Mitchie Hannon
cassowary.
playing on the wing. He's playing on the wing.
I hope I stand next to the cassowary.
He can run.
Mitch, don't worry, mate. I've seen him bounding. It's not. I haven't seen him got 2018 against Geelong, where he took that long bound down the member side.
That'll go down in Melbourne history. That goal.
What's his?
Going on Vandermeer, I want to talk a little bit about your friends and your Instagram.
Which ones?
One of my more liked. This is a horrible sentence construction.
Okay.
One of my more liked photos that you put up on your Insta stories all the time is when you smash people in FIFA, and it's such a niche thing to put up. And Jess goes like, "I'm about to unfollow him." I'm like, "No, stick fat. It'll be okay. There'll be a cute photo of him and Soph coming up soon." But he puts up when he smashes someone in soccer or when he gets a good player in football teams or something.
I put up two of the player, and that was Ronaldo, which you'll never get.
That's
Gareth
worth.
Angus.
Yeah, when you
And
pack
Messi.
Ronaldo and you packed Messi.
Yes, and Neymar. So it was
Okay.
actually
So 3.
it was third.
Tell Jess to pull it out.
But
She
yeah,
needs
she's
to get
pulling
with
out
it.
that one. That one's one in. I actually worked. If you type in the chances of getting that, there's actually more chance to win the lottery, Tats Lotto. So
Well,
Really? So that's worth going on
That's
Insta
right, I was-
story. And then what about the big defeats to? Is it you beat someone?
yeah, Alex.
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 Googs.
Yeah.
Google eyes. So he cops a hide and everything again. But he's actually. He's not that bad actually. We had a good
you just
battle
that
last
good?
night. No. I just every now and again I just smash him and put up. He beats me a fair bit though.
Now they've gone back on the back burner, the FIFA Instas, and what's come right into vogue is Clary gets treatment. He gets cups.
Yeah, you do.
To the song Heat Waves.
No, I changed
Oh, you changed the song, did you?
I was confident, so I decided to change it.
Clary likes to get cupping, and he likes to get it a lot, and he likes to post about it.
Well, you got to post about something.
If you're not getting paid, I don't want to mention because I don't want that massage company to. He's not friends of ours. Not going to sponsor the podcast. But if you're not getting some sort of wicket for the amount of posts that you do there,
I just get a nice massage. Not even massage.
can we be your manager?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, well,
We'll go into bat.
it's a gross misallocation of your time there if you're not getting paid for that. But Should we take a little break and come back with some?
Can we just quickly talk about your hair?
Sure.
And your eyes.
You look.
I've got some great feedback.
You look stunning today.
And you shave.
You look stunning. Stare down one of the cameras.
No, I can't.
Stare down one of the cameras.
Now I feel
cute? Could we take cute?
Now I feel really self-conscious.
He's just freshly got out of the shower, washed his hair,
looks
nice blue eyes. He looks beautiful.
Thanks, boys. Well, on that note, let's take a break and
We're done with Clayton.
we might come back with some positive Linger stuff after the break. We'll have a chat to Clayton and see what he wants to do. His lunch has just arrived.
Yeah, I think we're done with Clayton. Thank you,
Thanks,
Clayton.
Clayton.
Thanks for having me.
Good man.
guys.
Unreal, mate.
Good chat.
See you
Next half hour.
at lunch. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Do you know a D's fan who hasn't yet signed up as a member? Well, by referring them, you can save $50 off your 2022 membership. Plus, Angus, the new member will receive $50 off their 2021 membership.
$50 off.
$50.
That's unreal.
That's what it says here. All you need to do is send them to melbournefc.com.au/refer, where they can discover their perfect membership. What would be your perfect membership? Who would be on your membership card?
I'd get you, mate. You'd
Yeah.
be on my membership card,
And you just want the basic home game one, or you want to go to the mall,
I
or
think it'd be a home and Victorian away games as well.
yeah,
Is that a thing?
and the Alice Springs one.
I'd be coming to the Alice Springs, of course.
Anyway, the offer ends at the end of the month, so that would be May
So
30th.
giddy
How
up.
many days in May?
Something. I reckon it's
30 days is April, June, September, and so it's 31 in May. The offer ends at the end of the month, so act fast. The more members you refer, you save. Welcome back. Clayton's gone for lunch.
He's gone
Smelled
for
good lunch.
It did smell really good.
So we're going to thank quickly our sponsors, Zurich. I just want to give a big pump up to Zurich.
Yeah. Good friends of ours.
Great friends of ours.
Ardent supporters of the
And without
podcast.
Zurich, this podcast would not go ahead. So for all the hard work that they are doing back of house,
Yeah.
we thank you a lot. And then
Same can be said for Barbie Onions as well.
Barbie Youngers are doing a mountain of work.
So is East End Wine
East End
Bar.
Wine Bar, Squash.
No affiliated.
No,
wine affiliated.
no. We do love New
brands.
Balance.
We love New Balance. Jaguars.
Have you got a personal sponsor, Ben?
No, but we can work on it if you like.
Rolex.
It's actually a Nixon, but cheaper version.
We're going to quickly go to this segment.
Which one? We haven't got another.
Benny Gibson.
He's got the news.
He's got the news.
You promised me last week that I would have the exclusive baby news, so I'm a little bit disappointed off the top.
I actually do remember that. Yeah,
it was a
I
conversation.
genuinely do remember that.
It was a real
And you
promise
said,
too.
yeah.
I can't remember it.
I think potentially Jess.
Well, Jess went
across it,
rogue.
so she went rogue. So
Jess went rogue, and I've had to leak it.
yeah, I'll
Gibbo
blame that on
photo
her.
up of him.
Yeah,
My news.
We'll blame that on her. The COVID news, I'm not usually great with the government side of things, but it's going to be 5 visitors in your home, 30 at a gathering. The AFL haven't commented on whether there'll be crowds. They've paused ticket sales, but I dare say if there's going to be 30 at a gathering, unlikely we're going to get
30 in the Demon,
50,000.
yeah.
Do we know if it's Melbourne or Victoria?
It's Victoria. So hopefully next week, Alice Springs, there will not be any issues with that because we are heading
Yeah,
up.
Not another
to play
day of the game flight.
No, it's not. We're going up Thursday.
No, well, COVID could ruin that, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, hopefully not. It doesn't really matter for me because I don't play, but
Yep. Yeah, doesn't.
what's your facial
Did you just fart?
No.
Oh, sorry. Go on.
No Cut podcast?
Yep.
You had Clarion before, so obviously he is now...
That's my foot squeaking on the
Okay.
chair. Just so
We're
you
very
know.
close
Can you
together
stop?
today too, which
We
is
are.
quite dangerous. So Clary, it was rated the 4th best game since 2010 according to Champion Data. So
Fourth best. Do we know who the top 3 are?
yeah, so Buddy when he kicked 13
That'll do
against
it.
North.
Yeah.
Steve Johnson against us when he kicked
When Dan Nicholson
8.
tagged him.
It went well.
Dan Nicholson, who runs a 9-minute flat 3K, tagged Stevie J, I don't think runs in the 9s, is my gut feel.
Wouldn't have thought.
And tagged him the whole game, and Stevie J had 35 and 8 or something.
That'll
It's
do it.
phenomenal.
And then I think Mark Lacroix, he kicked 12 against Essendon. He
I
was
remember
third.
that. I think it was pretty accurate kicking as well,
Yeah.
from my recollection.
So they're the top 4.
Champion Data
Top
ranking.
4. Yes, they've only been doing it since 2010.
There's a lot of... people don't like champion data stuff, do they?
But
Gibbo does.
Yeah.
yeah, I think they...
Yeah. I mean, it was a phenomenal game. I got to see it live. You got to see it live.
I had a great view.
Yeah, he was...
The outside looking in.
He was
unreal.
tremendous player. The only issue, unfortunately, the 3 Adelaide mids were extremely good as well.
Yeah.
Keys
is in good form.
Yeah, Keys played well. Seedsman played well, and Laird played
He
well.
gets a lot of it. In terms of the AFL Coaches Association, he is top. He's 2 clear now of Bont and McCluggage, who I think they're probably the 3 favourites for the Brownlow at the moment. They're all in very good form. The umpires, obviously, the deliberate call was a bit controversial towards the end of the game.
Yep.
AFL come out and said that it was the wrong decision, which I think is good.
Oh, good on you.
I think it's better when they just admit those things and then you move on pretty quickly, but I don't think you'd be...
Albeit Luke Jackson was closest to the
I was
boundary
really
line,
looking
so
forward to seeing that kick.
I think it would have been a draw.
I reckon there's a chance he was going to go to the check side. Apparently,
Yeah, he said
there's a
check
chance that ball could have been centred.
Yeah, actually, they could have still won.
Yeah, I know. That's what. So it's funny we're having this conversation now. Dogger and I had this chat 15 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago on the track. Lingers and I were snapping in the boundary, and he came over and he said, "Oh, bro, there was a chance that I just would have lost the game for us as
That's
well."
exactly how he speaks.
Oh, yeah.
I think we should get Dogger on. He can't be on by himself. We need two.
Yeah.
It's like Sparrow and JJ. We needed the double.
Rivers does the talking for him.
Rivers does the talking. Have you interviewed them before?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Didn't go that well.
Okay.
It was entertaining. But other news, Christian Salem will be back this week.
good.
That's
he
good
had some
news.
soreness.
We're doing match committee, so we reckon Salem in.
Salem in.
We can do match committee if you like. Who are you dropping?
Good question.
I would.
I don't want to drop anyone.
I don't want to drop anyone, but I'd say Salem would come into his original position.
So you've dropped Nev.
No, well then it would be who played well out of the two guys that play in Salem's position, which is Riv and Nev.
So we're not dropping anyone.
Yeah, it'd be between those two, I'd say.
Did you like? I clipped up the Rivers high five for you.
It makes my effort look a lot better.
Yeah.
Because it was clearly going over my
anyway.
head. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
And if it wasn't going over, I would have marked it.
other injury news: Vanders will play VFL this week.
Willie.
Back from a quad.
That's Aaron Vanderberg for the people
Aaron
of the
Vanderberg,
podcast.
so-
That'd be great to see, watching Vanders play some footy.
Yeah, he's been a long
Not a friend of the
time.
podcast.
No,
We've asked him.
In fact, a non-friend, an active non-friend.
He's your housemate and he doesn't want to help
But
you
honestly,
out.
we don't want him either. By the way, let's be honest. We got a long list of people who are crawling over each other, clawing and scratching to get into this podcast.
Correct.
And you just got to want it a little bit more. Vanders. That's my feedback.
Reward the ones that want to be here. Viney could still be 2 to 3 weeks away with that toe. Just sort of a bit of
We've got a
management.
Dave missing 4 to 6 on Jack Viney, don't we?
Yeah, it's a 2 to 3.
Yeah, no one knows.
It's rolling
No one
2 to
knows when
3.
he's back.
I think it's probably just when he feels like playing. He can probably squeeze his way in. He'd be pretty handy inclusion.
Come back
I
and
reckon
play
he'll,
against Libba this
I reckon
week.
he'll want to play Queen's birthday as my gut feel.
Yeah,
So,
hopefully there's a crowd for Queen's birthday. The other one is
geez, you're looking a long way ahead there.
3 weeks.
Oh,
And
focus,
speculating.
Just focus on now.
Speculating hard as well.
Deacon Smith's the other one. So he's out for 4 to 6. That's a misso, 4 to 6.
Did it in training.
Did it at training, so it was an ankle. He thought initially it may have been knee as well. So pretty good news in the end that it's only the 4 to 6 weeks.
He won the morning this morning as well, so he sits in the
was
right
winning
space.
Great result. And the other one is the Indigenous Guernsey. So we are wearing this one.
Wow.
We're definitely wearing it in Alice Springs against Brisbane. We're hoping to wear it against Bulldogs. That hasn't been confirmed yet by the AFL because it could be a jumper clash. So
Understood.
What does Bulldogs look like?
blue, I'm guessing. I don't know. I haven't seen their design, but
Another speculation from Ben.
I can't believe you used the word guessing
Yeah, that's
in
not
your
your
news
best.
report.
At least
You've
I
come
was
a long
honest.
way from there. And that's you done?
Yeah, that's
Well, you
me
can
done.
join in this one.
okay, thank you.
Just it's Eddie Langdon's
Yeah.
segment.
Segment.
We'll keep it short and sharp this week.
I think I missed it.
He's terrible there, glossing over that. There's a bit to short and sharp. Keep it short and sharp. So we had a release, a 350 shirt release against my recommendation because we counted them up and I said we're going to get 500 plus. They went with 350, sold out in 30 minutes.
That's a
on the
weird
shirt.
decision.
Someone made a decision somewhere along the line and to get 350. I'm not sure who it was. I have my suspicions. And I was bombarded very shortly after the release saying, "Oh, run out of shirts." I've commented, "Where are the shirts? This is the shirt I ordered." And I was like, "Oh, geez." So
And it made us look like the bad people.
we
didn't
looked
it?
like bad people. So again,
looked like idiots.
I don't know whose fault it was. I said,
Well, it turns out 500's a bad number as well.
I know. So even I undershot. My estimations were unders as well. So they've done another release of 350, which all sold out as well. So we're 700 shirts up, sold, and again, depending on the
700 times 30 in my rough guess is 2,000.
That's 21,000.
21,000.
so Max, leave the math to me, mate.
But we're still raising a lot of money for MND and we're getting the message of positive lingers out there. We're creating a positive world while raising money for MND.
Yep. So look, there are a lot of positives. That's undeniable. The Keep Cups are going to be coming in the next week or so.
Yep.
And
They're not going to cost.
we're
just handing them out.
So they actually.
But yeah, we'll have to do something special to get one, I dare say.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how we're going to go about giving those out.
I don't think Claire's getting one at this
Claire's
point.
Probably just outside the 100. But also beanies potentially. We might be working with some beanies coming out soon.
When we haven't talked about this,
I showed you the text message literally before we went on the show.
a beanie.
I just showed
He showed you a photo
Oh, did
in
he?
the break, yeah.
Where was I?
It's right there.
Sitting right there in that same chair.
Okay.
Here it is there.
So we're doing beanies.
So potentially, I mean...
Speculation.
We can...
I'm just guessing that's not going to focus. I can hold it in the same spot.
So
Punch in. We could just overlay
That
it.
would be beautiful, by the way. But it's going well. And Lingers, still hasn't bought a shirt, but I'm confident one day that after we take him to Attica, he'll come on. He did Ab Club this week by himself, so it's good to see he's still pushing standards when no one's watching. That's a really positive. And I mean, Claire's got a lot to answer to, but outside of that, it's all going well.
He did a shoot for the Demon shop yesterday, actually, just modelling some new gear. Didn't wear the Positive Lingers shirt.
Yeah,
That's not so positive. But
wander in with a new bomber jacket today.
Yeah, I think he got for his troubles.
Got a
They
free
gave him
jumper out
for
of
free.
it.
yep.
Good on him.
Anything else?
No.
Short and sharp today. Didn't actually time it, but it felt short and sharp.
Yeah. You're dragging on a bit now, but that's okay.
We've got a big guest coming in the next couple of weeks. A return of potentially one of our first big guests.
Deborah Brayshaw.
We actually need to get one of my parents on, don't we?
Yeah, to even it out. Anyway, good work.
That's it. Thanks, Ben. Thanks, Angus.
Thanks, Max.